transmission. Just this week, our positivity rate increased to 7.7%. It's nearly a full percent from last week. And now we're heading into the holidays. Coming up later in this newscast, we bring your questions and ours to infectious disease Dr. Ruth Berggren in our KSAT Q&A. It's coming up at about 10:35.
It's still ahead on the night beat, though. Sutherland Springs marks 3 years since a mass shooting left dozens dead. The solemn ceremony held today, coming up.
And a crash forcing a coronavirus testing site to close. The latest on the wreck and an update on the coronavirus response action from across the nation.
But first, the developing race for the White House. A look at the numbers in the race for 270 and what we're now learning from states as emotions run high. It's next on the Night Beat. As the counting continues, so do the protests. This group out front of the Maricopa County Recorder and Elections Office in Arizona. Of course, Maricopa County has Phoenix in it. It is by far the largest county in the state of Arizona.
Yeah, the most populous. Something like 2/3 of the population of Arizona living in Maricopa County. Here's what it looks like right now. 11 electoral votes up for grabs in this state, 46,000 separating the two. In the other states, we've seen Joe Biden chipping away at Donald Trump's lead. We're actually seeing the opposite in this state here tonight.
Nevada also a state to watch tonight for very much the same reason. Joe Biden is in the lead in Nevada. He overtook President Donald Trump in this lead with 11,438 votes, but there are still votes outstanding. This is definitely one of the states that's too close to call.
And then let's jump on over to Pennsylvania. 20 electoral votes up for this one. 26,132. It is oh so close in that state there. Again, we are watching this one very closely because if Joe Biden takes this one, he will reach that 270.
And the latest coming out of Georgia tonight. The difference, just 1,775 votes. You know when people say tell you every vote counts? This
really
election
does,
is exactly what they're talking about. I mean, we're talking about over 5 million votes and a difference of 1,775. And again, still more to count in the state of Georgia. Here's the latest, the nation as a whole, and this is the Associated Press's estimate. You'll notice on this estimate, the state of Arizona is covered blue. They made that call along with Fox News. ABC News, NBC, CBS, CNN, they have not called the state of Arizona for the former vice president. So that's the difference in the numbers that you're seeing among the national networks. And we're actually using the Associated Press for this map. But, you know, you may want to take Arizona
It's getting
off
very close, yeah.
this map because it is very close. But needless to say, Pennsylvania seems to be the whole ball of wax tonight. As we just saw, still no projected winner, though, in the presidential race.
ABC's Alex Prochet tracking this developing story for us tonight.
In his first address since election night, President Trump defiant in declaring victory.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
The president continuing to push baseless claims of widespread voter fraud without providing any evidence and making other false claims.
The election apparatus in Georgia is run by Democrats.
That's not true. The Georgia Secretary of State, the man who oversees its elections, is a Republican. What is true is the race there is razor thin. The latest total showing the president's lead is under 2,500 votes, with more ballots yet to be counted. Trump's aides telling ABC News the narrowing gap is a growing concern. In Nevada, Vice President Biden also holds a lead with about 190,000 ballots left to be counted. About 90% of those are from Democratic-leaning Clark County, which includes Las Vegas. In Arizona, Biden leads, but Trump has inched closer. Supporters of the president chanting, "Count the vote," the exact opposite of what his supporters demanded in Pennsylvania. Heading into this afternoon, Pennsylvania had about 560,000 mail-in ballots left to count, Biden needing roughly 61% of those to win the state. His campaign confident, as much of the outstanding vote comes from Democratic-leaning Philadelphia, and the mail-in vote has favored Biden. Meanwhile, Biden addressed the nation this afternoon, not declaring victory yet, but acting the part of president. He and Senator Kamala Harris were briefed on the coronavirus pandemic and the economy, the country's top two issues. The former VP urging the country to come together.
We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners. So, I ask everyone to stay calm, all people to stay calm. The process is working.
Despite the president's unfounded allegations of voter fraud, members of his own party are now pushing back. Republican Congressmember Adam Kinzinger tweeting, "If you have legit concerns about fraud, present evidence and take it to court. Stop spreading debunked misinformation. This is getting insane." Alex Perche, ABC News, the White House.
Turning now to our weather. Let's take a live look outside with Live Cam. 64 degrees out there. Nice day. I spent a little time outside today. It was a little warm for my